In today's digital age, the lines between fantasy and reality can often seem blurred, especially when it comes to the world of online media. One of the most talked about but least understood topics among teens is pornography. With the internet putting countless images and videos just a click away, it's more important than ever for young people to understand what pornography really is, how it differs from real-life relationships and intimacy, and what its effects can be. So, what do teens really need to know about pornography? First, let's talk about what pornography is. At its core, pornography refers to any material, images, videos, stories, created with the intent to sexually arouse. It's designed to be a fantasy, not a reflection of real life. It's produced by actors who are performing for a camera, often under scripts and direction, just like any other movie or TV show. The aim is entertainment, not education, and certainly not a guide to healthy relationships or sexuality. But when teens encounter pornography, many may not realize how far removed it is from reality. The scenarios, bodies, and behaviors shown in porn are often exaggerated, unrealistic, and even unsafe. The people in these videos are actors, their appearances frequently enhanced by makeup, lighting, camera angles, or digital editing. The situations are scripted, and the outcomes are designed for maximum visual impact, not genuine emotional connection or pleasure. One of the first things teens need to know is that pornography does not represent real sex or real relationships. In porn, communication about consent, boundaries, and feelings is often missing, while in real life, these things are absolutely essential. Healthy sexual experiences are built on trust, respect, mutual understanding, and clear communication. They involve listening to your partner, checking in, and making sure everyone feels comfortable and safe. Pornography rarely shows any of this, and instead focuses on the physical act itself, often in ways that ignore emotional or physical well-being. Just as important, pornography often creates unrealistic expectations about bodies and performance. The people in porn are often chosen for their appearance, and their bodies may not look like average people's bodies. Teens might feel pressure to look a certain way, or worry that something is wrong with them if they don't measure up. But real bodies come in all shapes, sizes, and colors. No one should feel ashamed or inadequate because they don't look like the bodies they see in porn. These images are carefully curated, and they don't reflect the diversity and beauty of real people. Porn also often presents a skewed image of what sex is or should be. The scenarios shown can be extreme, risky, or even aggressive. In many cases, they ignore or misrepresent consent, pleasure, and intimacy. This can lead to confusion, anxiety, or even fear about sex. It's important to remember that real sex is about connection and comfort. It should never feel forced, scary, or painful. If something you see in porn makes you uncomfortable or confused, that's a sign to check in with yourself and seek out trustworthy information or support. Another important point: pornography can affect the way teens think about relationships. If someone only sees sex portrayed as a physical act without emotion or communication, they might start to believe that's all there is to it. But in real life, relationships are much deeper. They're about trust, shared experiences, respect, and empathy. Sex can be a meaningful part of a relationship, but it's never the whole story. Real intimacy is about being close, caring for each other, and feeling safe together. Porn doesn't show this side of relationships, so it's important not to let it shape your expectations or beliefs. It's also worth talking about how pornography can affect the brain. When someone watches porn, the brain releases chemicals like dopamine, which can feel exciting and pleasurable. Over time, though, repeated exposure to these intense images can make it harder to find satisfaction in real-life experiences. Some people may find themselves needing more and more extreme content to feel the same excitement, and this can interfere with healthy sexual development. It's important to be aware of these effects and to recognize if you're relying on porn in ways that don't feel healthy or balanced. For teens, curiosity about sex and sexuality is normal. It's part of growing up and understanding yourself. But pornography is not a substitute for real information or healthy exploration. If you have questions about sex, bodies, relationships, or feelings, there are better places to look for answers: trusted adults, doctors, counselors, or reliable educational resources. These sources can provide accurate, age-appropriate information and help you build a healthy, respectful understanding of sexuality. If you ever feel uncomfortable, confused, or upset by something you see online, it's okay to talk about it. You're not alone, and there's nothing wrong with asking questions or expressing your feelings. Sometimes, teens feel embarrassed or worried that they'll get in trouble, but adults are there to help, not judge. If you need support, reach out to someone you trust. It's also important to consider your online safety and privacy. Sharing or viewing explicit material can come with risks: legal, emotional, and even social. Never feel pressured to send or share images of yourself or others, and be careful about what you post or consume online. If someone ever makes you feel uncomfortable or tries to pressure you into sharing something, it's okay to say no and seek help. The bottom line is that pornography is a fantasy, not reality. It's designed for entertainment, not education. Real life is more complex, more diverse, and more meaningful than anything you'll see in a video or image online. Your worth is not defined by what you see in porn, and healthy relationships are built on respect, communication, and consent. As you grow up, you'll have more opportunities to learn about yourself, your body, and your feelings. Take your time. There's no rush, and there's no single right way to experience intimacy. If you have questions, look for answers in safe, supportive places. Remember, you are not alone, and there are people who care about your well-being and want to help you navigate these challenges. Above all, trust yourself. Listen to your own feelings and instincts. If something doesn't feel right, it's okay to step back, ask questions, and seek support. Real relationships and real intimacy are about connection, understanding, and mutual respect. Don't let unrealistic images or expectations shape how you see yourself or others. Take care of yourself, be kind, and remember, reality is always more beautiful than any fantasy.